Now, bounce and place is basically taking an audio and rendering any of the processing that's been going on in the audio in terms of the channel. So for example, here in the vocals here.
You know, we're all about the self-expression here. And now is your chance to express yourself with your body.
I'm gonna do a cut here, for example.
Why don't you turn around to someone you like?
Let's compress the vocals.
And someone you don't know.
Compress the hell out of the vocals.
Share with them a funky dance move. Show them how cool you think they are with a funky dance move.
Okay, so now I've added some processing onto this vocal channel here. And then now if I control click and select bounce and place, now what's going to happen is it's going to create a new audio file. I'm going to leave that muted. Add everything in there, click OK. And what's going to happen is it's going to add the rendering here, the processing that's happened here with the EQ and the compression. And it's going to give me a new audio file so that I don't have to have those plugins on. All right, so if I listen to this.
So you know, we're all about the self-expression here.
So that's the processed version of this without any of those. Now, it's useful for keeping the projects lean and clean and not working too hard when you have less processing. Similar way to do it on Ableton is to record on a new channel. So let's say I add some, let's add an EQ8 to this, okay, and just only take the high. Okay, so I've just got to solo this actually. Here. So now I've got that EQ on. Let's drive the hell out of the compression. Now, if I want to imprint that, what I've got to do is create a new audio track. So Command T to create an audio track. Set the input to this channel. Okay, so this is the trumpet channel. So I'm going to set the input to the trumpet channel. And then you turn this guy on and this guy on. Set a loop brace around that by highlighting and pressing Command L for highlighting. And this is the punch in, record, punch out, record, punch in, punch out. And all I have to do now is set the record on. Well, I'll start the recording from before. Okay, so it's going to... So it's basically recording that set of changes that I just made. That imprints all the changes that were made here. So the compressor and the EQ settings got imprinted onto this guy. So if we hear just this guy alone. Where does this guy get created? Let's have a look. Show in browser. It goes under the recorded folder. So recorded folder gets created and that's where your files go. An equivalent way of bounce and place in Ableton is also to resample. You can use this method to imprint any audio processing into a new audio file. So let's create a new audio track, Command T, the shortcut, and I'm going to rename this processed audio. And so I'm just going to set a loop brace around here, Command L, and then I'll switch off the loop, make sure my punch in and punch out are turned on. And one important note is you have to solo whichever file you want to record the processing onto. If I don't solo this, then it's going to record all of that into the new audio file. So I'm just going to solo here. And I'm going to place my marker here and I've just added some processing with the EQ here, just made a lot of EQ. So without the EQ, and I put some heavy compression. So with the EQ, So let's record that into a new track. Set the mode to resampling mode, and I'm going to turn the record arm on. I'm going to leave the monitoring to auto and solo the trombone. Here we go. Let's record that. So I'm just going to remove these two plugins. Here's the new audio file with all this processing inside. Let's have a listen. I prefer to use the other method of just recording the audio into a new track rather than resampling.